Good afternoon, VC. It's Sunday afternoon. This is Glen Kellaway coming to you from the basement. It's brisk and cold and sunny out there, but it's nice and warm in here. This is a contest entry for Brian at braintwang. That's the name of his channel, braintwang, all one word. I'm a fan of Brian's channel because he's a kind of a fan of the roots music and shows a lot of stuff that I really like. So appreciate that, Brian, very much. Brian is entitled his contest number one. I'm thinking, just throwing it out there, it may be his first contest, but I'm not sure. He has asked us to show tribute albums, anywhere from 3 to 10 tribute albums. I've selected 4. Not a huge fan of tribute albums, especially with real established artists. Some of them suck, to be honest. I do have one established artist here, but it unfortunately or fortunately it doesn't suck. So we'll start with this one, Bob Dylan. The songs of Bob Dylan. This was done to raise money for Amnesty International. This is a 2 CD set. There was also a 4D CD set available. You can still find this around. I see it a lot in the used bins. It's actually pretty good. I get the feeling I bought this at Starbucks like years ago. It's 2012 was the issue date. A lot of cool artists on here. Pete Townsend, Patti Smith, Johnny Cash, Sting, Ziggy Marley, Seal and Jeff Beck team up to do Like a Rolling Stone. My Morning Jacket is on here. Jackson Browne, Diana Krall does Simple Twist of Fate. Who else? Steve Earle, Lucinda Williams, the great Chris Christopherson, Brian Ferry, Elvis Costello, Betty LaVette, Mark Knopfler, Dave Matthews Band. Pretty interesting set. Next, here's a gentleman that a few of you will know. I don't know how many know the name Doug Sahm. Doug was a great artist. I think he's passed. Tribute to Doug Sahm. He was in a band called the Sir Douglas Quintet in the 60s. They did a classic 60s song called She's About a Mover. Absolutely love that song. One of my favorite songs of the 60s. That would be Mr. Sahm there. He was also in a band called the Texas Tornadoes, which was like a super group with Freddie Fender, Doug Sahm. There's a picture of him in action. Who else was in that? I can't remember who else was in that. More pictures. Anyway, really a classic artist. This has a lot of great people on it here. Little Willie G does She's About a Mover. That's the first song on the album. Los Lobos is on here. An artist I'm going to speak about in a few minutes is on here. One of my favorite artists, Alejandro Escovedo. If you've never heard that guy, you're missing something. Dave Alvin's on this. Delbert McClinton, Jimmy Vaughn, Charlie Sexton, The Gourds. Really, really good tribute album. Keep Your Soul, Doug Sahm. What's next? Got through Bob, got through that. Let's do the one I just spoke about. Alejandro Escovedo. What a life this man has led. He's based out of Nashville. He is a singer-songwriter. Started out as a punk rocker. He is a hard-living guy. He ended up with some really serious health problems, and this album was put out to help him pay his medical bills. Well-respected artist. A lot of people love this guy. He's amazing. Check him out. So this is called Por Vida, a tribute to the songs of Alejandro Escovedo. Now check out the lineup of people who are on this. Lucinda Williams, Steve Earle, Calexico, that's a good band. John Cale, Lost Lonely Boys, Cowboy Junkies, Charlie Sexton, Ian McLaughlin. How's that? Peter Case, who I'm going to talk about in a minute. Bobby Newworth, Ian Hunter, the Jayhawks, one of my friend Shannon's favorite bands. Sunvolt is on here. Charlie Musselwhite. M. Ward is on here. It's a really good album. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And last but not least, one of my favorite singer-songwriters, another guy who kind of started out as a punk rocker, was he actually born and raised in Buffalo, New York, Peter Case. I know my friend Randy Nelson, Randall Nelson, is a Peter Case fan. He's got a couple of his albums. I've been a fan of Peter's for many, many years. I've actually had a chance to meet him on a few occasions and sit down and talk with him. Great guy. He actually signed this for me. But this is called A Case for Case, a tribute to the songs of Peter Case. I think this was originally a 3-disc set, and this is one disc. So Peter started out as kind of I think just playing acoustic guitars and stuff on the streets of Buffalo, and he moved to L.A. and started a band called the Plimsouls. They were kind of a punky band. Then he just did his own solo stuff. He's a great singer-songwriter, plays blues, fantastic, great guitar player, great singer, and an incredible guy. His first album, self-titled Peter Case, is fantastic, and the next one's called the short name is Blue Guitar. It's the man with the postmodern something. It's got a really long title. I can't remember it, but if you just look up Blue Guitar, phenomenal album. Who's on this one? Dave Albin, Mara O'Connell. Have you ever heard that woman sing? Irish woman? Oh, what a beautiful voice. Joe Ely's on here. Todd Snyder's on here. Hayes Carl's on here. Chris Smithers is on here. Who else? There's a bunch of them, but they're the ones that are most well known. So anyway, Peter Case. What's somebody say here? Like Dave Albin says, Peter has always been someone I respect as a person, as a musician, as a powerful songwriter, as a bottomless well of soulfulness. Simply put, he's one of our best. Maura O'Connell, I think that Peter is one of the rare writers that is writing about us, for us, and to us. His gift to us is his ability to give words to our unspoken thoughts and feelings. He is also providing a picture of who we are as a culture and future generations. I think his songs will echo through time. Very cool. Peter Case, A Case for Case. So that's it. Thanks for doing the contest, Brian. Best luck with your channel, and peace out, everyone. Have a great Sunday.